Swing plane. Boy, I'll tell you what, I think this is probably more people talking swing plane than they talk about reverse weight shift or pivots or whatever. So what is swing plane? How does it help you play better golf? And what is the one feel that you need to have? Because I've been working on my backswing plane for a little while here, and I'm telling you, I got the holy grail. I'm just telling you, I got it. I'm going to give it to you here. First, you got to make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you tell people about what we've got going on over here, okay? Share with people. Help everybody play better golf. That's what we're trying to do. All right, so swing plane. Let's talk about swing plane. So swing plane, when we start talking about the plane of the golf swing, imagine, with no body here, that there is a plane going all the way up to forever through here, okay? Now, what we want to do with swing plane is the first half of the golf swing, we want to kind of get this club on that, swinging on that plane. And then the second half, it kind of shifts onto a second plane, and this plane is going to be almost parallel to the original shaft plane, okay? And when we get to the top, what we want is we want to feel like the head of the golf club is away from the strike line more than the handle. So I never want to be like this. I always want to be like this. So the head of the golf club is now back there relative to the handle. So when we go up to the top and we get up here, that's a pretty good plane right there, okay? I don't want to get over here. If I'm over here, I'm off plane. So there's a forearm rotation that's going to take place, but more than that, there's a pressure that's going to take place that's going to act right on this joint right here between my first knuckle and my second knuckle, these two knuckles right here of my index finger. That club is going to sit on that spot right there, and it creates a pressure. When I have the golf club over here, the thumb now has the pressure because the shaft is going to be sitting like this, and my thumb will hold the runoff of that shaft. Whereas here, when I'm in this position, now all that pressure is on that first joint of the index finger. So what I want you to feel is when you get up to the top that you're feeling a pressure on that right there, okay? So it goes up like this. I feel that pressure and then come down. Try it again. And I love this little drill. Don't worry about whether you're striking the ball solidly here or not. Honestly, this isn't about that. This is about feeling where this club is in space and feeling where this pressure is on that joint of your index finger. So up here like this. And you can kind of see that I'll have a little bit of, like there's a little wobble that I have up there. And that wobble that I've got up there, the reason why I have that is because I'm trying to get a feel of that. I'm almost trying to create more weight in that club, so I'm wobbling it right there to feel that pressure on that one joint. Again. All right, so now I got a feel of that. Now what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do a drill where I remove my thumb and I remove my index finger. So we're holding this golf club like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my index finger and my thumb and I'm going to take them off the shaft. So you can see that we call that a pistol drill. So I'm going to take this off like that. Now, by removing the thumb, if I go across the line at the top, I'm going to feel this club. I'll have no pressure on the grip at all, and the grip will go all over the place. I don't have my thumb to support that. So I remove that. And then when I go up here, when I remove this part of my index finger, the only part of my index finger that's touching the club is that one joint, which is where the grip at the, like you should be having that grip at address. You should really feel that pressure of that contact point between the index finger and the grip. You should feel that. So when you get up to the top here with this drill and you go like that, you can see how my thumb and index finger are off, and that's the only touch point. So it goes just like that. Now, let me videotape this so you can see what this looks like, and we can do this in slow motion here. So I'm going to record this. Bring a ball in here. remove that, and then go. Now, let's see if that had the plane. So there you can see the index finger off. Club goes back. And that is, I mean, if I draw a line from that through the grip and then go down, what you should see is, one, it's going to kind of grab part of my arm, the left arm, the lead arm, and two, that is going to point on this side of the golf ball, okay? So that is really quite good. Now, I'm going to bring this down, I'm going to set impact, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through how this is all going to work, because so let's do that. Let me erase that. Let me set that. Do a little trimming on that. Now there's address. Now this is the shaft plane that I'm talking about. Now that goes to basically infinity. And what it also does is it goes right through my belt line here. Okay? Now, the club goes right up the shaft plane line. So that is right on the shaft plane. Now when I start to leave, now it leaves that plane and it gets onto almost a parallel plane. So the lead arm is on a similar plane, but the club shaft itself is on a very similar plane to the original address plane. That's really quite good. That's what, by the way, this drill is going to do for you. It's going to give you a feel of that, what that looks like. Now watch what happens when I start to come down. Now I start to come down with it, and the head of the golf club is going to get right on the, you can see it's like right in the delivery position. It's right on the plane there. And now I come down, and now look at that. They basically match up. I got that strike a little in the heel of the club, but they basically match up. Okay? So let me bring that way. Minimize that there. All right. So now we're ready to start to teach you how to do this drill. So you do this little pistol drill, and what you're going to do is you're going to do this for a while. Let's just say you're down there practicing. Let's say you got an hour to practice. Half an hour, it's just going to be the drill. I use a 6-iron for a purpose. You can use a 6-iron, you can use a 9-iron, it doesn't really matter. Okay, anything in between. You just stick with the same club. So you're going to do this drill. You do this drill for 30 minutes. Then you slip into, and I don't want full speeds when you first start. Then what you're going to do is you're going to alternate. So we're going to get one with the drill, and then one without the drill. And all you're focusing on is this pressure right on that joint right there. That's all you're focusing on when you get to the top of the swing. So I put my hands on, the index finger and the thumb are on very lightly, and I almost feel like I'm pushing at this spot right here. I almost feel like I'm pushing that joint into the grip. And then we go. That felt like that was so good. Now, obviously, I don't want you swinging this full tilt. What I want you doing is I really want you focusing on this position here. So up there like this, you feel that just like that. And now we go. That one had a little bit faster speed. Really good strike. Like that one a lot. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to do the drill again. I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit now. I'm starting to feel a little bit of confidence. So pick up the pace. You'd be surprised, by the way, how well you can hit the ball with this pistol drill. That one, the ball speed got to 103. Club head speed got to 74. I want to try to get this thing into the 80s now. So I'm going to give this a little bit more pace, see if I can keep this thing on the shaft plane line. Okay, so there you go. So 80 miles an hour of club head speed, 108 miles an hour ball speed. That's pretty good. Here's what I can tell you. when you start to focus on that one pressure point in the trail hand, that index finger right here, this joint right here, you get that pressure point figured out right there, that one there, with that shaft laying on top of that at the top, just like this. You're going to feel that pressure just like that. Now all of a sudden you know that you're going to have the correct position of the shaft, the correct plane of the shaft, and all of a sudden you're going to start to see some real consistency with the strike of the golf club, how your body is moving with the club itself in the motion, okay? You want one more? I can hear you. All right, one more. You want a little bit of speed, do you? All right, let's see if we can create some speed here. So let's go. Feel that position right there. I feel that pressure. That was really good. Here we go. Caught that one just a little bit fat. Wasn't a great strike. Still a very good shot. 81 miles an hour of club head speed, 110 in the ball speed. Not exactly the strike that I'm looking for, but certainly very playable. A little bit of work on your part. I've got some more to do. You've got obviously some more to do. Get into this. Feel this drill. Understand the pressure. You'll get the club on plane. You'll improve your game. To improve all parts of your game, subscribe to my channel and click the link below.